Hi, on the workshop we did this weekend up in the Dales, I showed some of the delegates how we do focus stacking. So why would you do focus stacking with a landscape? Well, sometimes if we zoom into, oops, that's not the one, this is the one, full zoom, if you've got something very close to the camera, the foreground may be blurred if you focus on the background. So look how sharp this is when it renders, so that's nice and sharp, but the foreground was blurred in that one. And conversely, in the second shot we focused on the foreground, so this background area here is quite blurred, but if we go down to these foreground leaves when it renders, there you go, really nice and sharp. So I've just quickly edited in Lightroom a few settings on this one, synchronize the settings onto the other photo like that just by clicking sync, and you can copy the settings, and I've exported them both as JPEGs into this folder here, so you can see them. There you go, both full resolution JPEGs. So let's copy the path to that, and let's go over to Photoshop. So it's a Photoshop thing, this. We go to Scripts, load files into stack, browse, paste that in. Oh, there they are, got them. So you load them in like that, and then you see this checkbox here says attempt to automatically align source images. Let's check that. So what it's going to do now is just drag those two files in, and then it'll do some clever stuff and just sort of move the layers a little bit if they've if they're not completely aligned. Sometimes changing focal distance can skew them a little bit, so let Photoshop do that work for you. Now next we need to select both of the layers, so you just press Ctrl and click on them both. Go to Edit, Auto Blend Layers, that's the one, and then it's cleverly worked out that we're doing stacking, so stack images and seamless tones and colours. I've never done that one before. Content aware, fill transparent areas, so that'll just cleverly fill in anything that's untoward, and then we just click that, watch it for a few seconds, and you can see what's happened here. I don't know if you can see these masks on the video, but on the first picture here it's just chosen these bits at the bottom which were sharp, then on the upper bit it's chosen the top bits which were sharp, and then I think it's just created a nice flat layer for us there. So that is essentially all there is to focus stacking. You could get more involved and do 10 layers if you wanted, so focus here, then focus there, then focus there, then focus there. Just think of it like a salami slicer or a bacon slicer. You work your way through the scene. But I've found if you're shooting f8 or f16, that sort of aperture front to back, you probably just need one right in the foreground, one in the background, and maybe one in the middle. Edit one, copy the settings across all three, export them, load them into a stack, get them aligned, and then Photoshop does the rest for you. So that, let's just zoom in and double check. So Control Alt and 0 gives us 100%. There we go. So they're pretty sharp. That's pretty sharp in the middle there, look. And the waterfall at the back's pretty sharp. So that's focus stacking in a nutshell. Thanks for watching.